Good evening, everyone. This is me, Paula. I hope that you all are having such a wonderful day. I have something funny to tell you. It's funny to me, but I'm going to get with it. I was watching Holmes TV, Mike Holmes, and he was in, this is an old episode, but he was in Louisiana refurbishing a woman, well, no, not refurbishing, building a woman a new home because Hurricane Katrina had demolished the Ninth Ward. Ooh, I think that's what they called it. Ooh. But as I was watching the program and then it finished, I thought about Fats Domino. Yes, he lived in that area. He lived in Louisiana, that area, not particularly in that area, but it was devastation in his area too. And my mind said, well, Fats Domino's people got him and his wife out of there. So then my mind went to another area. And I thought about it. When I was 18, I told you guys about me being a part of the state college when I went to school to major in music. And we went to several countries and cities. I was in this particular part that I'm about to tell you about. I was in Holland. Yes. And I stayed with this family. They didn't speak any English at all. And do you think I spoke their language? Which I forgot what language. Bert, I know you can tell me. And some others can. I didn't speak their language either. But I happened to walk in the living room. I looked by the record player, as we called it then. A Fats Domino album. And I said to myself, what do they know about Fats Domino? Well, now you got to remember, I was 18 years old, and when I was listening to Fats Domino, I was a lot younger. I had no clue. Yes, I listened to the Beatles and the Rolling Stones, but I had no clue that they were even from another country. If I did, I didn't connect the two, that our artists could be heard in another country. I just enjoyed the music. I wasn't trying to get all technical. But anyway, she put one of her favorite songs on. I found my thrill on Blueberry Hill. On Blueberry Hill, when I found you. I was so elated. And I did write the family back. I never did get that was during the time people wrote letters. Now, come on. Matter of fact, more of us need to write letters to get personal with people, our family members. Some people don't even call their family members. Well, that's another story. Let me move on. So I was just so elated. So see, can you imagine? Now, I was in the car with some friends of mine, and she was talking about a city that was in the Netherlands. Yes, Bert. You're a country. And I said, wait a minute. That's in the Netherlands? I said I was there when I was 18. Now, I had to double check to make sure I wouldn't make a fool out of myself saying that I was in the Netherlands when I wasn't. I did find out that Amsterdam is a city in... Sorry, I thought I saw something. Amsterdam is a city in the Netherlands. It's a small world after all. It's a small world after all. It's a small world after all. It's a small, small world. It's a small world after all. It's a small world after all. It's a small world after all. It's a small, small world. So I dedicate this part of the video to Bert. Who would have ever known I would have met somebody from the Netherlands some decades later? So I just had to tell you guys that little story of how connecting, watching one program helped bring my mind to Fast Domino. 18 I was years old, remembering that this family in Holland loved Fats Domino, then remembering that I was in Amsterdam and I was in Amsterdam when I was 18, and here I meet a gentleman, a guitarist, Bert, capital S-C-H-U-L-T-E, and it's not Schultz. When I think of Schultz, I think of the guy from Hogan's Hero, who was so funny. I used to love that show. Still do. Everyone, have a good evening. I thank you so very much for listening to my conversation. But I just had to tell you guys that it's a small world after all. I found my thrill.